Saturday the 15th of August marked the 400th anniversary of the Mayflower and Speedwell ships sailing to a new world. Before their departure from Southampton, the Pilgrims received a letter from their pastor, John Robinson.
Loving and Christian friends, I do heartily and in the Lord salute you all as being they with whom I am present in my best affection and most earnest longings after you. Your intended course of civil community will minister continual occasion of offence, and will be as fuel for that fire, except you diligently quench it with brotherly forbearance. Store up, therefore, patience against that evil day, without which we take offence at the Lord himself in his holy and just works. And as men are careful not to have a new house shaken with any violence before it be well settled and the parts firmly knit, so be you, I beseech you, brethren, much more careful that the house of God, which you are and are to be not shaken with unnecessary novelties or other oppositions at the first settling thereof. Fare you well in him in whom you trust and in whom I rest, an unfailed well-willer of your happy success in this hopeful voyage, John Robinson.
To mark the 400th anniversary, we invited the Wampanoag people in Massachusetts and the Mayor of Southampton to write a new letter to the Mayflower passengers, either reflecting back to 1620 or giving their opinion of how we could live well together today.
Dear Pilgrims, as we understand, it is your desire to leave your homelands, to flee persecution from your leaders because of the way you pray. We cannot imagine such a circumstance that would cause us to leave the land where the Creator made us, where we were born, the land that sustains us, and the land that holds the bones of our ancestors for thousands of years. We are, in many ways, this land, and the land us. You must have the same feelings about the land you come from. We only ask 3 things. First, that you leave behind the sickness that came on the ships before you. It was unlike anything we had ever known, making even the strongest of us weak, turning our skin to rot and taking our breath away. None of our traditional medicine could treat or cure it, and it quickly spread, causing tens and thousands of our people to suffer miserably and die. Whole villages are wiped out, and we still must bury the dead. Also, please return the kidnapped men stolen from Patuxet, Nauset, and other regions of our land, taken without cause, as we are not at war with any of yours. They are sons, husbands, and fathers who are greatly missed by their loved ones. And lastly, that you come as guests in our territory and respect the egalitarian life we live, respect for our human rights and our spiritual traditions. You will not find the tyranny of which you flee. Do not bring it with you.
The Mayor of Southampton read her letter at the Mayflower Memorial as part of a small ceremony organised by the Southampton Heritage Federation.
Dear Mayflower passengers, 400 years ago, you set sail from these shores, not knowing then that this day would be marked for centuries. Nor did you know how your journey and settlement in what was, for you, a new world, would impact on both the near and the very distant future. You could not know then that the actions you took to flee persecution and economic hardship would in part set off a chain of events that would profit many, but at a great price to countless others. Hindsight is a fantastic gift, but it does not allow us to change the past. By looking back at your story and its consequences, we hope to shape a better and more understanding future. Like you, we live in challenging times. More now than ever, communities need to come together to carry out acts of selflessness, to redefine what is meant by neighbourliness. We must learn to live and work together in new ways for health and well-being of every one of us. Never before have we so clearly understood the anguish of the Wampanoag people, who, before your arrival, were decimated by a great plague, which they did not know and could not treat. We have learnt much from working with representatives of this tribe and are enriched by this experience. We commit to ensuring all our school children learn their story from now on. The story of the Mayflower will be told in this city not just from the perspective of those waving you off, but also from those witnessing your arrival from what is now the Massachusetts shore. Before and since your journey, many people have come to Southampton in search of a new life, either following in your trail across the Atlantic or landing and remaining here to set up home. For many, this has not been an easy transition. Whilst our gates have been open, that has not always been the case with hearts and minds. In this anniversary year, we have sought to better understand the history of all our communities, and we'll continue to do so. We will build a safer, more inclusive and friendly city. Thank you for choosing Southampton as your place of departure. We hope that you felt safe whilst you were here, and please listen to that letter from John Robinson. Act with kindness, compassion and wisdom in your new world, and we shall work to do the same in Southampton.
Why don't you write a letter to the Mayflower passengers? What would you tell them about their voyage, or about living well as a community together today, about accepting difference and being tolerant and understanding? Or what would you tell them about good governance and who we should elect today? Send us your letters and we will publish the best of them on our website or post them on our social media channels. You can find more information on www.mayflower400southampton.co.uk, and you can also find full-length videos of the 3 letters there.